It's about 7:30 on the 5th, and I'm about ready to take off. I'm packing the last of my boat up right now and getting ready to move. I saw on Facebook last night that some people pulled into a campsite, a couple that's kayaking the river, and so I never saw them. I passed them, so I was hoping to run into some travelers. I didn't know where they were at. Moving along, I just met the confluence of a little river, and I'm in the delta of Lake Oahe, and I got down this little channel. You can see it behind me. It's deep enough, totally deep enough. It's flowing pretty nice. Still got good current all day, and I'm just clipping along. But I thought it was pretty cool, so yeah, it's pretty awesome out here. I'm enjoying myself today. Sun's out, so I hope I'm getting a lot of power. Things are going good. You know, I know the social media world and everything likes to, I need some drama or chaos to keep things going. But, you know, the majority of days, it's pretty boring. If nothing goes wrong, it was a good day. If it's a boring day, it was a good day. And you just made miles. I don't need to self-create any drama, and I don't like that. So I'm not going to do that on here. All right, well, I see I'm getting into some curves here, and there's a stick out of the water, so I'm going to go. I made it back out on big water. Those little channels I was on disappeared. I kind of hit a little wall. I'm real tired. But I caught myself, but I was pretty close to dozing off while I was pedaling. Things are going nice. Got some good views of grassy hills going on. I may hit South Dakota tomorrow. My goal at the end of this is to get to the end. You know, when my time is up, I would like to be at the end. I would be ecstatic. Well, I'm not going to call it a mistake or anything. Not going to stop at that resort. And I guess this is where it would be the mistake if I want to call it one. It's right there. I thought it was right at the end. So I misjudged where it was on the map, and I realized it about a minute ago when I pulled my phone out to check what time it was and how far I was. I'm at 34 miles for the day, and I got 3 more hours before I pull off. So I'll probably get about 41 miles in for the day, and I'll take that. It would have been a tough decision if I was over there, being that I am tired and knowing that there's a friend of river paddlers there. Good evening. It's about 9:45 on July 5th. I'm at mile 1247. In relation, that's Fort Yates right there. 42 miles today. The wind tomorrow is supposed to be going that way for the morning, and then it's going to switch to coming up the lake. So I'm planning on shooting right for that point and then crossing the river there. So that's my strategy for the evening. I also learned from Norm that Dee and Ann are about 15 miles in front of me. And into day 2 from now, 2 days in the evening from now, or day 3, I might be able to catch them. So that'll be exciting. I'm aware of Ann. I met Dee's husband at Tobacco Gardens. Nice guy. And I'm aware of both of them from Facebook group, the Missouri River Paddlers. So yeah, it'd be cool to talk to some people doing the same thing. I'm kind of off a little bit this morning. So I woke up hearing quite a bit of waves. a little heavier than they are now, and I decided I should walk down and check the boat. I'm glad I did. Just water came up a little bit, and my boat wasn't touching water, but the waves are good, so I pulled it up. I didn't know what time it was at that point. Came back, looked at my phone as I was going to bed, and it said 4:30. I'm like, great, I got an hour more of sleep, and it was still pretty dark. And I look, I'm like, man, it's pretty bright. Looked at my phone, it said 5:15. And then all of a sudden, I was wide awake. I'm like, I looked at the phone again, and it said 5:28. I pick my phone up, and it flops to 6:28. So it did that hour jump back and forth thing on me again. That was a little annoying moment this morning, but hey, whatever. Yeah, with that hour loss, I'm not a super fast mover on the water. I don't make my extra miles by sprinting out on the water. This is very much a marathon for me. I get out there before people, and I stay out there longer. That's how I make my miles. It was the same way on the Appalachian Trail. Yeah, the wind's, it's not a heavy wind, but it's strong enough. It's making plenty of white caps out there I can see. I don't know if you'll be able to see when I show you. It's gonna be a headache of a crossing. I'm not worried about it, but it's just gonna be a pain in the... I think I got a carp right here. There it is. Oh, it went down. But yeah, so the left peak up ahead, I'm gonna go for that. And because it's straight into the waves, it'll just be a headache. I'll just have to pay attention. That's the peak I'm pointing to. All right. Moving slow. Still can see Fort Gates in the background. That crossing from point to point was long. It took a while. Tons of carp are up high surfacing, and I can get real close to them because I don't think they see me through the waves. The lake has turned to glass. I didn't expect the wind to die down like this. It didn't say it was going to this morning. It has gotten warm out. Positive thing for the day. I've made it into South Dakota. So I've gotten through North Montana, North Dakota, and now I've started South Dakota. Miles are taking me quite some time today, but it's just I'm back on a lake. Miles are going to go slow for the next 4 or 5 days. That's something crazy to think about, that I know I'm just going to be at this for 4 or 5 days. You know, there are going to be points like this. I was aware of this lake. I knew it could be wild. Heck, I might have a day here in a couple that I end up getting windbound. I really hope the sound works on this. I did very little testing with this camera before I left. Just made some new friends over there. They tossed me 3 beers. I got twisted teas, so I am in heaven right now. This is good. This is a good day. Good day. Again. The river is glass. I drank all 3 of those beers from those friends already. I think I'm burnt them off already, but dang did they feel good for a little bit. I mentioned my phone with the time, and they talked about the time zone being in the area, and that's pretty cool. So I'm glad that's the issue. Been pleasant. I'm just all these carp. There's big grass carp and the common carp. I've just stirred 3 of them up right here. Oh man, I'm just out here having a good time. I am living the dream. There's about 1.5 miles ahead. I see a couple good sandbars where the sun's at. I might end up just pulling off. There's one of them going. There's 2 more right up there. So I eyeballed this campsite. I think I'm gonna pull in here and make camp for the night. I don't know, you might not even be able to see them. There's 2 up there. Yeah, so this is where I chose camp. It looks rocky. Right at the tip of the boat. Yep, be gone. It looks a little rocky, but I'm sure I'll find a place to set camp. Do I look clean? Do I look clean and fresh? Because I'm going to tell you I feel very clean and fresh tonight. Yeah, I got here, and I can tell you, I am a sissy when it comes to getting in cold water. Cold plunges, they ain't my thing. I do them every once in a while, but I don't like them. I hate them. Tonight, I told myself I had to get in, and I'm glad I did. It took me, I had one freeze frame where I stopped, and then I walked on in, and I feel great. I took my bar of soap in, just hopped in. Otherwise, things are good. I'm at mile 1220. I don't know how far the people are in front of me. Hopefully I can catch them in the next 2 days.